Alright, so this has been a project I've been working on. This calf kennel here, the back was rotted out. I ripped the whole rear end of this kennel off and I re-supported up the back. And I put some plywood on the back, and I'm gonna have to work on the front, get these head gates going, but there's a couple of them that are broke off. But we were just using this for storage the past couple of years since I didn't have as many calves. But anywho, I'm gonna screw this tin up here. I got some scrap tin that we just replaced a barn roof. These are actually the galvanized cover sheets, but I'm gonna screw these onto there. I had the bright idea to use some old screws, and these are aluminum screws, but they won't drill through the steel. So got some other old screws I'm just gonna put on. Kind of just a budget project. I'm not looking to be all fancy, but yeah. So this piece of tin was 192 long, it measured 64. I'm gonna leave the top open there. I have a plan for covering that up for the winter, but we're gonna set the tape here. I got 128, so if we cut this, we should be able to get two pieces out of it at 64. So alright, we got three sheets on. Looks like we did 3, probably have 4 more sheets to put on. We're gonna put a small piece just up there that we can take on and off for the summertime to let some air in. I don't know if it's gonna be perfect for the warm weather, but it doesn't really matter because I'm just looking for somewhere to put calves right now. Maybe in the summertime we'll slow down in calves. I don't know, time will tell. Alright, we got all but one sheet. We need one more to finish it up. It's not too bad. Cutting this kind of isn't the most fun job. I'm going to put some capping along the corner here. I know this is wood on the outside here yet, but I do have some white tin if I wanted to play around with screwing some on there, but I don't know. I'm probably just going to put capping over the ends and put a piece along the top. Alright, so I did pretty good. I got 2 holes here where I missed. Caulk them. So I need a center cap, the end caps, and something along the top yet, and then work on the front. I think that's all I'm going to do for now until I'm going to go eat some lunch. Maybe I'll do something after lunch, I'm not sure. Alright, so I just grabbed lunch. Next on the agenda here, we're going to take this tin up to the scrap yard. It's a whole barn roof with a couple pieces of scrap metal from the roof where they had some cut-offs, whatever, And we have an F-350 here, 6.7 farm truck. We're gonna take along here. We're gonna take this to an undisclosed scrap yard because I don't want to mention it. And yeah, we're gonna see what it brings. You have to comment what you think it weighs. I'm going to see what it weighs. I don't think it's gonna weigh a whole lot, but I guess we'll see. We're gonna take it and see what it weighs. I don't think it's gonna be a huge payoff, but not sure what the price of scrap is right now. I'll update you on that after I see, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're headed back from the scrap yard. It actually ended up being a little bit more weight than I thought it was going to be. Light iron's paying $6.50 per 100 pounds. I weighed 17,660 was my gross, and then after we unloaded, it was 13,860. So it was 3,800 pounds at $6.50 a 100 was $247. So honestly, thought it was going to be like $100, but it's all good. Good cash payday here, and we're gonna head back to the farm. I'm probably gonna start evening work. So up on the top here, we have about 8 inches, 7-8 inches. I figured that if I take this tin, cut it right here, I can put this and screw it to the top and tuck this underneath. I could also put it over the top if I wanted, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna cut it. In the front of the kennel here, this door is broken off. It's just a matter of screwing it back on. And this one here wasn't shutting right, so I loosened the hinge up. I'm gonna adjust it up a little higher so that it shuts. It was hitting down at the bottom. And this one here is broke and bent up. I'm gonna have to repair that one also. We used to have trouble with calves jumping in and out of these head gates here, so we have to put some wood on. It's kind of a pain because you have to take them on and off. The little calves like to jump out, but I think I'm just gonna get some more wood and just fasten them up again, and we'll be good. Once I get the fronts on this, then I can put that tin on the top there. I'm waiting to go pick up the tin snips nibbler thing from my neighbor, and I'll be able to finish that up in the back. I shoved this screw up there to get a little bit of gap. Now I'm going to screw the bottom one in. These screws are a little longer, so I'm going to use these on the bottom. Should be able to just open and close this nice. There, that one's good. I'm gonna move over to this one now. I think I'll probably just move the hinges up away from where the wood's broke. This one has this board across the top here I'm gonna take off too. I got all the screws out of the hinges except for the 2 metal ones. I think I'm gonna drill them off, and then I'll be able to take the hinges and move them a little. What do you think?
Yeah,
You still recording? You still recording?
I hope you like my cousin's video. So, please subscribe to our channel of videos.
So we got this patched up here. Space this up. Put a little block under it to get it high enough. I'm gonna put the hinges on. We have them all pretty good now. look, now we can fit the bucket in. Alright, so got that cut, put it in between there. I'll be able to fasten it at the top, and I can take it out in the summer. Alright, so I got the piece up on the back there, put some screws in, closed up pretty nice. I'm gonna make a piece of end cap for the corners, and then I have the, up here I have all the fronts functioning here. So I just gotta put some pieces in the head gates on the ones that aren't there, and we'll be ready for action. In here is one of our high moisture corn silos. We have our concentrate for the dry cows over there and our mineral pack. This door has been hitting. Pop-up's been saying it's been a problem. I'm not sure why, but this hits and it doesn't clear. So I'm gonna cut this corner out so the door opens. I'm gonna put this little coffee mug here so that it catches, try to catch some of the grindings. This one go to the cows. So now we can open this, and it goes past. The door still hits right here. I'm not really sure why, but it will now work. We'll be good. And now he can close it without having to pry it past. So that's it for this project. Not a very big one, but it's the simple things that make life easier.